Pois pessoal, cá estamos nós, mais uma vez, para mais um episódio de Hogwarts Legacy. Eu vou falar aqui com o Sebastian para iniciarmos aqui uma quest secundária.
I haven't. But Ominis won't help me, so perhaps you can. He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts.
Ok.
Ominis swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Muito bem. Eu estou a fazer isto porque li que esta quest dele é interessante. É das mais interessantes. Eu tenho curiosidade.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominis' family history is personal to him.
Não preciso me contar. Eu também tenho aquela vestimenta toda XPTO agora. Andei a explorar mais umas coisas. Eu tenho um pouco de curiosidade.
And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominis learned dark magic from his parents.
Olha lá.
Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominis described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominis that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
Pois, uma situação complicada aqui para o Ominis, não é?
He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominis and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominis trusts me, and more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough.
Ok, Sebastian. Parece que afinal não podemos concluir aquela quest, pelo menos para já, ou continuar. Porque vamos falar aqui com a Amit Takar, não é? Fala grugolês.
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I
Eu
think
estou
he
lá,
simply
portanto
wants
não.
to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Vamos lá então.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Bem, vamos lá ter com o Lodgok então. Pá, eu vim aqui meter-me numa mina que estava cheia de goblins, não é? Mas... está a mexer-se ou o quê? Parece que sim. Olá.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Pois...
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrok recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off.
Parece que o plano já está a sair furado.
Not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Okay.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Ok, vamos ter que...
Amit and I can do this.
Ficar invisíveis.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me.
Lá.
I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Lá vamos nós. Será que o Amit faz alguma coisa ou é só... Fica a olhar. Ok, ao menos faz alguma coisa. Até agora estava muito parado. Aqui é um gajo inútil. Isso, tá.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Qualquer coisa.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Depois apanhamos aqui estes. Quer dizer, aí. É logo abrir assim. Não há ponto nenhum em fazer stealth. Mais um coisito.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Ok. Isso. Isto ao menos... Isto ao menos aqui é fácil a batalha, não é? Eu digo isto. Nós sempre hits, não é? Exatamente, eu devia tentar era derrotá-los sem levar nenhum hit. Deixa-me fazer a partir de agora. A partir de agora. Para derrotá-los. Porque realmente isto é fácil, não é? O quê? Eu digo que isto é fácil, depois quase que morro. Eu realmente, opa, eu posso estar super evoluído, se não tiver cuidado, posso sempre ir à vida. Ok. Exatamente. Papau. Papau. Exatamente. O Ominis é fazer nada outra vez. Yes. Quem é essas? Lembro sempre alguma coisa. Ok. Aqui dentro deste coisinho então. Já posso puxar aquilo ali. Não está, eu não sei o que é que isto está a fazer. Quer dizer, isto vai desbloquear algumas coisas, pelo menos. É isso que tem feito. Ok, temos aqui talvez até o último coisinho.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Estou a ver ali um tesouro que eu não vi, ou que eu não recolhi, melhor dizendo. Isto está-me a incomodar um bocadinho. Onde é que... está aqui. Tinha ficado ali. Mas... Se ele tivesse vindo, eu tinha encontrado na mesma aqueles planos e dava para perceber na mesma o que é que eles estavam a tentar fazer, não é? Mas pronto, é sempre bom ele ter vindo a acompanhar, não é? E parece que temos aqui o tal tesouro. Afinal não falhei nada, era mesmo para vir aqui no fim, provavelmente, digo eu. Mas também não será assim de extraordinário, digo eu. Depende. Bem, é destas coisas de decorações, é sempre bom. Se bem que eu não passei lá muito tempo, realmente, na sala das necessidades. É uma coisa que eu acho a sua piada. Mas pronto, tenho nada mais para a frente no jogo. Na história e também depois quando jogo em off. Nas quests mais secundárias.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day.
Pá, fundo.
For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit.
Faço isto todos os dias, quase, não é?
If you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Parece que nunca mais nos vai acompanhar aqui o Amit. Talvez bem, não sei. Mas é um bocadinho medroso. Aqui com um gajo super poderoso, como o nosso personagem principal. Mas pronto.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.
É uma boa cena aqui, realmente. Isto começa a ganhar algum interesse. Aqui a história principal, ou mais interesse. Já fizemos 7 de 14 para o próximo desafio. Ok. Vamos lá até com aqui com o Sebastian então. E cheguei a 36 também. Jesus. Oh, I'll be weeks. Boa a primeira então. Tem aqui já as decorações natalícias aqui em Hogsmeade, impecável. Eu também estava a ver quando é que ia haver mais upgrades de vassouras. Finalmente. Vamos ter aqui qualquer coisa, não é? Estou sem velocidade sobre vassoura. Comprar 4.000. Muito bem. Eu também acho que provavelmente não tive que fazer nada porque eu entretanto fiz outra corrida qualquer. Não sei o que tenho que fazer agora.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really.
Pois, porque realmente eu vi uma zona destas que não conseguia fazer nada ainda, portanto deve ser essa.
If you're flying high above them, you should be all right. I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
A mim são peanuts.
To complete these trials, I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Sempre onde eu pensava, é aqui um sítio que eu já tinha vindo. E realmente agora a Imelda estará aqui com certeza, se bem que caça, veio aqui para um sítio. É tudo inóspito. Não, inóspito, mas completamente isolado.
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually, thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
Claro.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
Easy game. Easy game. Vamos lá bater o recorde friquinho dela. Então está à minha frente. Ok. Isso. Easy, easy, easy. Caraças. Só preciso não falhar nenhum aqui, porque mesmo recolher estes boosts não é assim tão necessário quanto isso. Acho. Quer dizer, é sempre bom recolher alguns. Isto é carregar no boost no L2. Ok. Sei que não estava a funcionar. Ups. Ali não foi lá muito bom. Já me está a apanhar. 2.42, 42. Isto não é uma corrida longa. Ali corrida, quer dizer, não é uma corrida que eu estou a correr sozinho. Bem, tem ali aquele avatar no fundo dela, não é? Vamos lá, vamos lá. Mas realmente eles... Estas coisas eles facilitaram também, não é assim tão complicado quanto isso. Eu não sei se até as dificuldades que se escolhem ao início se mudam aqui os tempos. Faço ideia, se bem que também eu estou a jogar mais difícil, portanto isto mesmo na mais difícil provavelmente até é simples na mesma. Eu digo isto e se eu preciso depois falho o tempo, não é? Que eu estou a falhar bastantes coisinhas. Mas acho que não, acho que desde que não falhe nenhum checkpoint, pá, em princípio está a ganho, não é? Está ali já a meta. Easy, easy. Easy, easy game. 20 segundos. Impecável.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no
Vou
time.
sempre bater os tempos, pá.
My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
Exato, tem planos em jogar Quidditch.
But which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the holy head harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pop me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Okay.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor. You take care of yourself.
Ok. Slytherin. Que diz reencontrar o Week? Se eu já fiz falar. Ok. Primeira vez nem deu isto. Passou logo para a loja.
Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
Okay.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help.
Vamos lá então falar aqui com o Sebastian, vou ter que esperar por ele. Já vi que isto é para aprender o Crucio, não é? Já vamos virar para o lado das trevas, se quisermos, não é? Se não quisermos, não aprendemos, ou até nem nunca usamos.
So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt's knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominis won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominis.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominis is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
What are you doing
Está
here?
ele.
Hello, Ominis. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominis. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other 5th years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply
Estamos
vanished.
aqui a descobrir informações. Entendo o seu
That's a bit
receio.
unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me.
Yeah.
I didn't think it possible. Very well.
É
I'll
fácil.
tell you what I know.
Bem.
Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
Mas o nosso protagonista é carismático.
I hope we don't regret this.
Hein?
Sebastian, over here.
Abre a porta da Slytherin.
Braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you're You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2.
Não é só
Simple
isto.
mathematics, Ominis.
Será que eu fiz muito rápido? Temos que esperar que eles se calem.
Something's happening.
Um bocado parvo, mas pronto, tudo bem. O que é que temos aqui?
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominis, your family was here.
Reparo. I know. She was my aunt.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient, sinister.
Ok.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak past the tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
Pois.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominis, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Realmente isto até é intrigante, esta parte.
Then look closely at each gate for clues. Expelliarmus.
Ups.
Confringo.
This journal entry, the dial requires focus.
Art Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Eu estava à espera daquilo. Ah, espera aí. Aqui tem uns símbolos, realmente. Isso precisa muito bem. O de baixo não dá para perceber. Era este. O de cima é este? Não. Era...
All the gates have symbols, and there are symbols on the dial.
Eu já percebi, caríssimo. Acho que era aquele. E o de baixo... Como é que está? Estava a ver, foi. Ai, Jesus.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first.
Claro.
Nice work. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
E este aqui... Ok, um triângulo. E um... Ok. E depois tem este aqui também. É um sol e uma lua. E um 8. Ah, isto tem aqui o... coisinha. Estão ali a dizer.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
É o ok. E este. Okay.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to...
Se não roda para o sítio certo, já não dá. Para a direção certa, devia dizer. O que é que está a passar aqui? Crucio.
Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Bom. Tem que fazê-lo. Ah!
Ominis. A skeleton.
É preciso fazer Crucio em alguém.
She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
Muito forte, não é?
This is where she died.
Ok.
This is where we'll
Eu ofereço-me.
I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Já está a passar.
I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
Vamos lá, pá. Vamos lá.
Faces on the door and Crucio's etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominis has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominis's favor. Will you ask him about this?
Eu pergunto-lhe, mas parece um bocadinho traumático para ele.
Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some
E o
liquid
que fizeste?
All of this could have been avoided.
Pá, lamento.
Ominis. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That's the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution.
Bem, vamos ficar aqui presos para sempre, não é?
What do we do now? Ominis is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do.
Oh.
Ominis knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Nocturagaunt's footsteps.
Mas
I
também...
think I can cast it if I have to.
Ok, tenho aqui as 3 opções então, que eu aprender, mas lança em mim, e eu aprendo e lança em você. Ok, é assim, eu acho que vou aprender, mas que ele lança em mim. Só por uma questão de também de aprender todos os feitiços, porque se calhar não devia aprender, não é? Mas pronto, nem ideia.
You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Crucio. Que horror. Temos que olhar para isto numa perspectiva de gameplay, ok.
Ready? I'm ready.
Zuf. Zuf. Está um espetáculo.
Are you all right?
Afinal.
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Vamos pegar naquilo, quero. Pegar aqui nas coisas que há. Godricos, estivessem lá os meus. Excepcionais, nascidos trouxas e mesmo cabeçados por sangues puros. Um racista. Neste caso nem é bem racista, é
Sebastian,
outra coisa qualquer.
Ominis. There's a book just
E
here.
um feitiço Slytherin.
Found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it.
Revelio.
Mas se calhar não posso voltar a... Não, provavelmente posso, senão ficava bloqueado de poder ver isto, não é?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominis never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
Revelio.
I want to leave, but I owe
Que
you
medricas, pá!
both of you.
Bem, mas também o objetivo é sair do escritório, portanto.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Epá, relaxa, meu. Isto correu muito bem, pá. Se bem que afinal parece que é para ali, então. Sempre é aqui nesta coisa, ok. Masmorra da Sonserina.
See a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominis.
Lá está, eu não percebo. Como é que eles já estão aqui?
Sebastian, I meant what I said before. We swear right now never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominis.
Veremos, não é? Veremos.
I suppose after all this I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Pronto, está feito aqui. É realmente esta quest aqui com o Sebastian e o Ominis. Epá, eles já têm outra melhoria. Ok, foram 2 logo seguidas. Mas pronto, agora temos aqui então o Crucio, não é? Eu sinceramente, eu não sei se vou pôr nos feitiços realmente. Aprendi, fica aqui. Mas é um bocadinho mal demais, não é? Eu acho que o meu personagem principal, este, é um gajo do bem, opa. Uma vada cavada, tudo bem. Esse aqui, tudo bem, porque a gente já anda a matar um rolo de gajos, não é? Portanto, este aqui até é uma misericórdia. Portanto, esse tudo bem. Agora, Crucio, pá, Imperatus também. Império. Aí se calhar já não. Mas pronto, também vou ficar por aqui. Acho que já fiz aqui 2 quests engraçadas. Portanto, o resto fica para o próximo episódio. E como sempre, espero que tenham gostado.